welcome to our channel. I'm right now heading outside to go check up on Troy because he's working on removing some pine barrels from the side of our house. Apparently we have these pine barrels that line all our sidewalk all along, and we had a city inspector come by probably last 2 weeks ago, and they said that we either had to remove those or we had to chop them down or something. So Troy's decided he just wants to remove them. Maybe we can plant something else. So we'll see what we do, but I'm gonna go check on Troy. Again, welcome to our channel. This is our Empty Nester channel. We live here in the Southwest in Texas. And sometimes, I think we've been empty nesters, Troy and I, for around 3 years, maybe a little over 3 years. And it's got its pros and cons, It definitely is a transition, for sure. For sure it's a transition because you really are going from being a parent, raising your children, to pretty much not. And once they leave, once they go off, whether it's to college or to a job or they find their own place, it's hard because I think when they were here, I was like, oh my God, I can't wait. And now that they're gone, I'm like, oh, you're like excited when they come and visit. But it really is true that, it's hard. It really is hard, the transition from being a parent full time to knowing that you already raised your children, that they're adults, and they'll still come for you for advice or when they need something. But it's not the day-to-day parenting that you do. And so let me know what you guys have experienced. What do you guys think? Have you all experienced a nice transition going from being a parent full-time to being empty nesters? I always used to think the term itself was a little bit like a little trendy, like, okay, what is that? What's the big deal about it, right? Your kids are gone, whatever. But then when you live it and you experience it, it's totally different. I think it totally changes when you stop and realize, oh, this is my new reality. This is my new day-to-day. This is my new life. I'm not going to be taking them to school. They're not going to be doing activities in school, and I'm going to go and running around like a chicken without a head, right? Trying to run. I have 3 children, 2 sons and a daughter, and they all participated in the band and dance and tennis and golf and drums and just different things. All of them had different activities, and so I was always trying to run and make sure that they all had their activities, and at the same time also working full time. I was working while they were growing, so that it was a challenge for sure, but here we are now, and now the house seems big and lonely sometimes. And I think that it's different, the experience for men and women. I think moms and dads take it a little bit different. I think my husband totally enjoys it a lot more than I do. I think he enjoys the peace and quiet. But I've talked to a lot of my friends who were around the same age, and they say the same thing. Their husbands really do seem to enjoy the peace and quiet a lot more. And us women, for some of us, I mean, I enjoy it too. Trust me, I do. I love it. I get to catch up on mindless television and, all my shows that I like to, my reality shows that my husband doesn't like. But I can catch up on all that stuff without feeling like I have to be somewhere or be taking a child over here, over there. So in that regard, it's been really good, but I still do miss so many things, so many things. So anyway, I'm gonna go see what Troy's doing. because we're going to be going to the movies tonight. It's a Saturday, so usually we used to have um, a couple friends that we always used to hang out. And in another video, I'll might tell you a little bit about that story, but I'm don't want to talk about that right now. But we don't have them anymore, so we now just have to think of things to do. Like every time it's Friday and Saturday, we're like, what are we gonna do this weekend? I don't know. What are we gonna do? We've been on cruises. We do go out on vacations. We do that, but it's the regular every weekend type of thing that's, I think, for me, it's been more challenging. What do we do? Where do we go? My husband seems to be fine tinkering around the house. He's always working in the backyard or in his shed or doing something. But for me, it's always a little bit more difficult. So I'm going to go show you what he's working on. And he's already doing a lot. He's actually doing a lot of work. And I'm so blessed to have him, really, because he's very good when it comes to maintaining the house, maintaining the yard, maintaining, everything in the house. That's the one thing he has saved me hundreds, literally. Like literally, because a lot of the stuff that he does, I'm like, I don't know how much they would charge us for. But anyway, so I'll let you go and I'll get back with you. And then after I look at him doing his activity, I'm probably going to tell him he needs to come inside and take a shower and get ready, because we're going to go to the movies tonight. I went to a lot of movies last weekend. So I guess we'll do this movie and then just, I don't know, go out, have dinner, and then call it a night. But anyway, welcome to my channel. If you want to click and subscribe and just follow our journey, and hopefully you can share your journey and how you guys navigate through these transitional times in our lives. So I'll be back. So here are the pine barrels that we're trying to take out. Well, Troy's actually taking out. As you can see, they're pretty big. He got one out and the stump's still there, so we still got to get that stump out of there. And we have to, because we plan to plant something else there. We're still not sure what exactly we're going to plant, but we need to do it where it's not going to really get too big and block or obstruct the incoming traffic. Because as you can see down the street, that's what was causing the issue there, was the incoming traffic was just blocking it. So we're not sure what we're gonna plant instead. Troy wanted to plant some trees, but I told him we'd have the same problem. Here you can see the front of the house. It also has the same pine barrels in front of the house, but these ones are not obstructing really anything, because the traffic is not incoming like it is on this side. On this side it is incoming. They're coming towards, and so they can't see. I guess if a car's coming out, they can't really see it because it's obstructing, and those pine barrels have gotten really big. We could potentially just cut them up, but I think it's just better to just remove them completely and plant something else instead. It's hard because here in the Southwest, the heat's pretty high and a very dry climate, not humid like most of Texas. This is a magnolia tree that we planted. I think it was maybe a year and a half ago, and it's needs a lot of watering, but we'll see. We're going to be heading out to the movie soon, so I'll let you know. And that finishes up our night. We're heading home now. We're tired. It was a late dinner that we had, a heavy dinner, so that's not good. I'll probably have to walk around a little bit around the house just to burn off some of that excess food that I was eating so late at night. But thank you for joining. Bye.